gentlemen. Hello, hello.
Now turn left to take the Tennessee 396 East
Today
ramp.
is, I think, like 219, 220 or something on my SR streak. And I'm off to get some groceries. Got a little trip here. Thought, hey, let's have a chat. I woke up exhausted today. Just really, really, really tired. Got up, took a walk, around my apartment complex. Ran into my friend, business partner. Hung out with him and his wife for a little bit. Their new kid. Fun. But I was drained. So I come back to my apartment and I'm like, I would love to get a bunch of stuff done right now. Like I have a whole brand new Neville Goddard book that's the compilation of like 10 or 14 of his
In 1,000
books.
feet, take the Interstate
Might be all of them.
65
I don't know.
north
I'm
exit
not
on
sure
the
how
left
many
toward
he's
Nashville.
released. So I'm excited to start diving through that. I got through one chapter last night and I had to highlight like everything because
Now
it was
take
so
the
good.
Interstate 65 north exit on the left.
I was like, man, I'm really tired. Let's take a nap. And what happened has been something that's been consistently happening the longer that I go on this semen retention streak. And it's been this one specifically, not really the shorter ones in the past. None of this happened. It's been happening on this long ass streak. And I lay down to take a nap. And these days, there's basically two outcomes. It's never a guaranteed nap, like you wake up rested. It's 50-50. And I was really hoping this was going to be one of those naps where I wake up freaking energized, like I just zonked out, blacked out, and woke up 2 hours later, like fully energized. That's what I was going for. That's what I was hoping for. Instead, it was one of those where I could not get into actual sleep to save my life. I was just hovering in that in-between state. And if you watch any of my videos, you know the in-between state is where out-of-body experiences start to happen. You're not awake, you're not asleep, you're just like chilling, comfortable, just kind of neither here nor there. Well, it happened again, guys. And this one was freaking insane. My body, guys, when it comes on, my body starts doing stuff, but I'm not like in my body, and my body shakes and like, guys, this one, I swear to you, I freaking rocketed out of my body. And normally it would be like I would try to go somewhere, or I would like, again, I hate the word try. I would attempt to like control it, pick the destination, pick the thing. Oftentimes I'll pop out and it'll be like my room or a similar area to my room. Guys, this time, I swear to you, it was just like, it was outer space. And I was traveling at such a fast speed, like the speed of light, that I was just ripping past planets and solar systems and galaxies. And it was weird because it happened so fast. Like I was going so fast, but it felt so slow, like getting to take it all in and breathe it in, and like, wow, look at that, just mind blown. And that's all I can really tell you about it. Because when it ended, I didn't just wake up. I kind of like dozed in and out, half in and out of sleep again, and then ended up having normal dreams that like buried that. And then woke up, felt like I never slept. And I was like, the dreams are obviously the craziest, realest thing ever. So I'm always like thinking through the dreams and the plots of everything that was happening. And I'm like, holy crap, I am so exhausted, dude. My nervous system feels fried. And then I was like, oh, I know why. I had another out of body. And this is what I have learned, guys. When I wake up and it feels like my nervous system is just fried and I'm actually more tired than when I went down to take the nap, that is a symptom of an out-of-body experience for me. Why? Because our nervous systems, guys, are programmed to handle, built to handle a very specific amount of data in this reality. This is my understanding. You can let me know if I'm off here for some of you that have looked into this. I've bought books on it. The problem is they all arrived and they're this big. And I'm like, F. Add it to the list of all the freaking books that I have purchased in the last few months. Because when you guys share books in the comments section, I have a tendency to go buy them. Even if I haven't already gotten through the books that I already bought. Might be a problem. When I'm having out-of-body experiences, guys, it is like I'm getting downloads of the universe that have files that are so big that it fries out my nervous system to try to download it. And I do believe that there are level ups and power ups and things happening with these downloads that I'm getting. Because the last time that it happened, it was one of those where, yeah, I woke up buzzing. Like my arms and my legs were buzzing. Like I just did a 3-hour deep meditation or healing work or like something like that. That's what I woke up and felt like. This one didn't feel like that though. This one I just woke up and I'm like, F, I'm tired. That wasn't the nap that I was going for. And guys, this one was wild because like it took a few attempts to get me out of my body again. I could feel it. It was like a little shake and I'm like, oh, my body's tensing up, and then that one didn't do it. And then it came to like a second one. I'm like, oh, nope, that's not the one. And this time I just leaned into it, guys. And it's interesting, the more I talk about this, the more aware I am of like remembering it. This one, I distinctly remember. Oh gosh, yeah. This one was unique because, guys, when I say there was like something next to me, like trying to talk to me or scare me or something, I don't know what that was. But I'm to the point now, guys, where I don't get scared in these out-of-body experiences anymore. I just lean in. I used to get terrified of them. I used to think I was being taken over by the devil or whatever. And they struck so much fear into me that I always pulled out. Hasn't been much of that going on, hasn't it? Can't pull out if you ain't pulling in, you know? SR jokes. But I tangibly remember having this choice to feel fear or not. I was like, fuck it. I don't fear any of this. And then it blasted me into that experience of like all over the universe, like seeing everything and just very fast. But as that was happening, I was aware that my body, guys, it felt like I haven't had it like this before. It felt like so much energy was going through my body that my legs were like like in the air, like my body was stiff as a board, you know? You know how like if you see in movies or something, people get tasered and that's like going through them, and their body like stiffens up, tenses up. It felt like that. That's what it felt like. So I'm like cruising the galaxies, but I'm still aware that my body is like that. It's weird to explain, but, and I was like, holy crap, something's going on, something big is happening. That would make sense why I woke up from that nap just exhausted. Like even right now, guys, I'm exhausted. I think I'll get some energy back, but you gotta be like, at what point, like, what's the point of these things? Well, I think the point is, number one, how cool is it that they happen so much now? I happen to believe it's as my body purifies and my frequency, my vibration keeps getting higher as a baseline. This type of stuff, it just continues to happen, and more and more and more, and I do believe that I'm getting downloads and like level ups and power ups, and almost like my abilities are coming back online. I don't know how else to say that without sounding crazy to some people, but it's true. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I do think I'm going to go to a Darius J. Wright retreat. I know he holds those, and you can pay to go to those. I've done a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza retreats, and don't get me wrong, I freaking love those. I fully intend to keep doing those. But Darius
65 on the right.
is very, very good regarding
in 1,000 feet,
teaching people
turn left
how
onto
to
Murfreesboro
leave
Road.
their bodies, have OBEs.
Now turn left onto Murfreesboro Road.
And I'm getting to the point now where I do believe all the fear aspect of the OBEs, at least at this level or whatever, is gone. And that the next phase is figuring out how to slip out on command. Do it on command. And that would be a lot more fun. And like this one was a blast, yo. Like, I've never had one where I just rocket out of my body like this and into space. This was the first one I've ever experienced space. The funny thing is, I don't really even believe in space, so I don't know what this was about. Galaxies and creation and planets, and it's like, I was whipping around somewhere. I have to assume it was somewhere that was real. Told you I'm tired. So maybe that's going to be my plan of attack. Go book a Darius J. Wright retreat. I've been watching more of his content these days. Shout out to whoever it was in my comments telling me to do that. I had found him a while back, and like years ago, binged his stuff, kind of forgot about him till now, and now I'm ready for that second wave of learning and growth. So there was that. But I do genuinely believe, like, guys, abilities are coming online. Like I'm tapping into something that I've known about myself, that I've been able to do. Like maybe like gifts and abilities I was actually born with before they were like trained out of me, frequenced out of me. Never heard that term before, but I'm gonna go with it. You know, they try to, the world tries to lower your frequency. It's like they're frequenced out of you. You lose the ability to connect with them, but it feels like I'm getting that back. And I am having this this vision, this thought, guys, of slowly starting to move my channel more into this stuff, because this is becoming a very big part of my life. And the whole point of me having a self-development channel is I talk about what I'm doing in my self-development. That's the whole point of the channel. Up until now, it's been only semen retention, because that's been my focus on, you know, what, day 219 here. Like, semen retention has obviously been my main focus. But I think the move is going to be that I'm going to slowly start to move this stuff into the manifestation realm, the OBE realm, the spiritual energetic gifts realm, stuff like that, because I really, really enjoy all that. And believe it or not, I did not wake up one day and say,
in 500 feet,
boy,
turn left.
I would love to be known across the world as the man who talks about his ball sack online.
Now turn left.
Wouldn't that be the greatest thing in the world? Nope. That was not my intent. It just
now your destination is on the left.
Just sort of played out like that. Ah, thought I was gonna make it. That's a lot of cars. We'll chill here. Yeah, I didn't wake up saying, boy, I would love to be a semen retention creator, guys. That'd be a blast. No, but I'm doing it because it's changed my life. It's put me on a trajectory that is unmatched, that I have never experienced before. And it's given me healing and hope that I have not experienced before. So that is why I will still probably continue to speak on this in some way, some shape, some form. But these cars are going so fast. But there's going to come a point here where it's not going to be my main content anymore. Again, more power to all of you who want to do that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this content, and I love seeing in the comments how it is empowering so many of you to get your lives together, get your shit together, and yeah, just transform your lives like that. That is super cool. So I'm all here for that. But again, I look at semen retention, guys, as it is the refueling of your tank. Most men have been living their lives with zero fuel, like running on empty. You're running on fumes. That's what most men have been doing. And when you can shift out of that and get a full tank, I'm telling you, life starts to feel so good, so much more fun. You have energy to create with. And now that I'm really having this amount of energy to create with, that's where the next journey of the self-development is, guys. Can you keep the semen retention going to keep your energy up, and now lock the F in on channeling that into the next thing, whether it's learning out-of-body stuff or feeling like you're regaining that ability. How late is this place open? I don't know. I should probably hurry up. I bet I got at least 30 minutes. But using that energy to finally do stuff, regain spiritual giftings, abilities, your purpose, everything that you've been wanting to do in your life, from the physical, starting the business, scaling up your business, becoming that guy, making more money, making abundance, doing all this stuff. Like, it's what you're doing with the energy now, guys. It's not just having the energy. It's like, who do you want to be now with this energy? You built the habit. Does that mean I'm just gonna I'm gonna relapse on semen retention because Jason's gonna relapse because he said that he's done with it? No. But now I've built the habit, the lifestyle. oh, semen dispensa is really hard. It's like, it's not that anymore. This is just built into my lifestyle, guys. Like, I could go as long as I need to on this, because I would actively have to choose to break my streak right now. I would have to choose to give it up. And right now, that's not the goal. That's not what I'm looking to do. I'm just looking to channel this fuel into the next thing, you know? So yeah, maybe expect me to slowly start experimenting with more Neville Goddard stuff, more Dr. Joe Dispenza stuff, maybe some Darius J. Wright stuff. And I do also have this vision of potentially starting my own podcast. After I did that Bogdan podcast last week, which actually just dropped today as I'm recording this, today's Saturday, it's so much more enjoyable to have somebody on the other end of these conversations and just get to talk and have fun. And it's just better. So, you know, here's an example. I'm talking to myself in a parking lot. You know, granted, you're here, you're there somewhere. But it's nice to have somebody on the other end that is actively responding, and you can build that conversation off of each other. Like, that is fun. I really enjoyed that, and getting different perspectives and different outlooks, and ideally talking with people that have actually put in effort and work on these topics as well, and themselves, and they have their different perspectives. Like, that was the Bogdan interview, and it's really fun. So I do have this vision for slowly starting to bring more interview type content onto this channel, long form interviews where we dive into all of this stuff. Of course, semen retention will probably come up, no pun intended, but also the spiritual, the energetics, the quantum physics, the manifesting, the out of body experiences, the whatever. That is the stuff that I freaking geek out over on top of all this. So just be ready, man. I'm getting hit with these numbers these days. I just happen to look at the phone and it's 2222. 22 minutes, 22 seconds. I'm getting smacked with numbers these days, guys. If you go look at my posts, my YouTube posts, not the videos, but like the posts, go scroll through those. I, for a while, was posting them all because it was so crazy. I've just kind of stopped now because I don't want to flood you all with just nonstop numbers, but it's pretty wild. And of course, I'm still in the process of mapping out what a men's community could look like that incorporates all of this stuff, all of it, into one thing where we learn to really develop ourselves as men and actually talk about this stuff and have a community to talk about this stuff. And yeah, we learn the muscle testing, the kinesiology, the reprogramming, like Neville Goddard stuff, applying all this stuff together instead of just like learning one thing here and one thing there, like putting this whole thing into a formula. That's what I'm still in the process of creating and dreaming up, because I want to make sure there's at least a couple really good courses in there before I would open that up and start, you know, even like weekly calls and just a group call that everybody can talk through stuff and get some help. So that's where my mind is at these days. But holy crap, let me know if y'all are experiencing these out of body things these days, the longer that you go on your streak, because it is a real thing. And when they happen, dude, they're like, it's the realest thing. It's as real as you and me right now. Realer. Darius talks about how we only have access to 1% of the light spectrum here, but when we're on the other side or out of body, stuff like that, we have access to 100% of the lighting spectrum, so it feels even more real than how real it feels here. I think that's what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna go get some groceries. Peace, love, abundance. Catch you later.